You either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Welcome to the No Filter Podcast. Special interest, bitches. And KingMookie and D are joined by none other than the legend. What's up, legend?
None. Excited to talk about this topic because this show is right up my alley because I never really liked the heroes so much growing up. My favorite dude is the Joker. Thanks for the quote. And like all the people, even the new Riddler in the Batman, I identify with him, not really the hero. Because like you just doing shit because you want to do it. You ain't really for the people, bro. At the end of the day, you saving people because you feel good.
So we are here to recap seasons 1, 2, and 3 of The Boys. I guess not really a recap, really just talk about The Boys and all of its fucking splendor. But first, I have to interrupt these special messages and give a shout out to Shorty, who pulled a fast one in the HOV lane and told the cop that her pregnant belly was a whole motherfucker, and she don't want the ticket, and she going to court to fight it. Shout out to you, Shorty. You a real one.
Yeah,
she gonna win the fuck out of that. I'm sorry.
Or they gonna have to backslide on Roe versus Wade. All about a traffic ticket.
Ingenious.
But if that's not, it's not even fighting justice. It's just using what they feed you against them. I don't know what is, because this is what you're telling me this is for, and now you're telling me that the baby is a person regardless of the size. So therefore, there's two people in this car.
Yeah, right. That shit was dope. I had to go back, and when you said it, I had to go back and look, and I was like, God damn, she ain't a fucking
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I get what the bitch was saying. Off the rip. You are smart.
So Shorty was in the HOV lane. The cop pulls her over, says, is there somebody else in the vehicle? And Shorty points at her belly. She's 36 weeks pregnant. The cop was like, yeah, that's not good enough. She was like, well, since they just overturned Roe versus Wade, in the state we live in says that from the moment of conception, this is a child, there are two people in this vehicle. Cop still gave her a ticket. She fighting the ticket. She's like, I'm not having it.
Every motherfucker is supporting her too.
Why wouldn't you? Because like I told you, I don't know her. I never even heard of it. But for the simple fact, if you can tell me that moment of conception to me, as soon as the sperm meets the egg, it's a baby. Cool. If it's a baby right there, it's a baby going forward. So if I want to do anything and say, chicks love to say, oh, I'm eating for two. Yeah, everything is for two now. I hope you understand this is a person. Y'all decided this was a person because I can't get rid of this person.
Shorty was in the HOV lane doing her thing. And look, it's like she did an interview and she was like, I was driving down the highway, and then when I seen the HOV lane, I wasn't gonna get in it. And then it hit me that my baby is a person, and I got into the HOV lane.
Loving every second of it.
This bitch is crazy.
She ain't crazy.
That shit is great. Oh man.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a genius. I told you. I mean, there's a thin line between being crazy and being a genius.
Exactly.
Bro, she a genius. Because the crazy thing is, it didn't hit her sooner than me. I'd have been on that bitch all day. Don't let me ever. Man, look, Scooby-Doo, the Damon Wrightus me. Don't give me a Damon Wrightus. I'd be the worst female alive. I swear to God. They'd be like, oh my God, you sure you're a woman? Absolutely not. Remember how Fred was in Daphne's body? I'm Fred, motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck the world up. Oh my God, I'm gonna watch it burn because y'all can get away with anything. Y'all don't even dig it. Y'all just want to complain. You better just start doing, and they just gonna have to listen. I be telling you. They be making all the rules for y'all. I use their rules against them.
Oh man, that show's great.
I'm here for it. I'm gonna be watching that shit with some special interest.
Right.
You know that ain't gonna be on TV. They gonna just have updates at the bottom. Breaking news: such and such has won her case, and now we have to overturn Roe v. Wade because we ain't feeling that.
We don't like none of this.
What? Because then you just have weirdo dudes talking about let me get my kid for the day. Just to use that like you ain't seen the son since he was 2 years old. He's 15. I need him for the day.
I got a trip to go on. I got to go somewhere.
Yo, love it. I told you I'd be the worst person alive if I cared about anything they be trying to tell you. I'd be the worst. I don't pay no mind. And people hate. I commented on the whole Roe v. Wade thing on Facebook. They hated my comment because I just boiled it down to if you ain't getting sexually assaulted, you got other options. What about if I have a problem like medically? That's your problem. People was dealing with it before then. Deal with it after. What was people were just outright dying because they had bleeding disorders? Just don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
No, everybody wasn't dying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, people did die, but what were they doing? How about y'all go find out instead of complaining? Because they made everything so easy for y'all that it's accessible. You can just buy it. What was they doing before then? Just dying? Everyone was just dying. No. So cool. I understand the people who got raped and don't want to have the baby. Understood. But everything outside of that, there's multiple options. The main one is swallow. To me, that's the main one. I don't care how disrespectful it is or anything. If you don't like condoms, cool. You cannot lay down or only fuck with dudes who have a vasectomy. Just start asking niggas like, oh, I think you're cute. Da 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 da. Do you got a vasectomy? That should be what you want. Not well. We've been dealing with this shit forever because we've been not had a choice. If I got you pregnant and I say, let's go get an abortion, you tell me no. I was stuck. So now that you stuck, it's a problem? Oh, that's crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. Because I've been not had rights, like parental rights. Like I didn't have any. Never will. Not worried about us. But now it's not about y'all. Oh, where are the men at? Support us. One day you gonna support me. Because I've been wanting to have a choice. I understand I wanted the choice before I even was making choices. Why the hell do I gotta eat a peanut butter and jelly? I would love some cookies right now. Didn't understand it when I was a kid, but now I do. I wanted some goddamn cookies and didn't get to choose the cookies.
Factual information.
If this shit hits you at a young age, you just don't realize it. I've been not had choices. It gets worse when you get older as a dude. Way worse.
Who you telling?
Because we want to knock everything down that's moving. That's just a foregone conclusion. Genetics. What? It's part of the reptilian part of your brain.
Yeah, there you go.
She's a woman. I want that. The next bitch can be like, she ugly as fuck. And I don't think so. Don't really care what you think. I want it. That's it. I lay down with it.
Gotta get it.
Bam. I lay down with it. I think I'm late. Late for what? We can go take the test right now. We can go take the test right now. All right. So look, the easiest way to pass this test is to cheat. We just gonna cheat. We ain't gonna chance it. We ain't gonna leave it up to God. I told you I'm mean. If people ask me, because I'm gonna just be like, yeah, that's like God's way of telling you you're not ready to have the kid. No, that was like your body telling you, bitch, you tripping. You don't need no baby right now.
Oh, shit.
Now the doctors wanted to help it, let them help. Now they don't want to help no more. So now it's a big thing. I told you bitches. Half of the bitches that's complaining about not being able to have an abortion didn't want an abortion when they were asked to get one. What the fuck is that? That is the biggest paradox I ever heard. This is not even supposed to be what we talking about. This is like a Freestyle Friday for the boys. I told you. Don't get me. Nope. I don't want to talk about stuff.
Look, I'm
gonna get canceled.
I was letting you ride. I'm
gonna get canceled.
You can't cancel. You can't cancel the uncancelable.
Look, like, Dave Chappelle has proved we cannot be canceled.
Yeah,
it is not.
Cancel.
We're not on that bandwagon at all. It requires so much to get. Number one, it requires me to give a fuck what your opinion is to be canceled.
There you go. There you go.
Oh shit!
Ain't nobody fucking caring about what the fuck you got going on.
This episode is gonna be called the talk about the boys, the talk with the boys, or something like that. And then people gonna open it up and be like, Roe versus
What the fuck? What is this? What just happened?
Roe versus Wade.
Like we was tricked.
You got me.
Oh shit.
Hashtag 2 topics.
Oh my god. I can't.
That's for real.
That's real shit though.
So yeah, we're gonna segue to that cool ass TV show that we all have an affinity for. You know what? I'm not even gonna. We just gonna have an open conversation about everything that transpired. Number one, the boys. In case you listeners do not understand, right? I'm not even going to try to fully break it down. The boys is about fuckery, but it's about superheroes. The reality is, it took me a minute to jump on the boys, and I'm like not really behind the power curve, but it took me a second. In that first episode, when Huey is holding his girlfriend's hand and A-Train run through this bitch and she explodes in slow motion and he is still holding her hands as her jawbone and her blood is floating in the air. I was sold. I was fucking sold.
Just a masterpiece. As soon as I seen that part. And a little bit before that, I was liking it because I told you, bro. Homelander dropped out the sky, just threw a nigga. Disregards for anything around Superman, because that's my basis for Homelander. It picks someone who has those powers. They don't do that. They literally will pick you up and sit you down neatly, tie your hands behind your back. This man grabbed him and threw him in the air. I said, oh my God. Yay for me. I'm going to like this. I'm going to listen to the people who told me to watch this because this is about to be, and I tell people it's superheroes, but in reality, not to me. They are morally corrupt, enhanced human beings because they're all human. They are simply human because Superman tried to turn off his emotions and be a robot. Like Dr. Manhattan. That's what he tried to turn that shit off, bro. At the end of the day, you're still human. Bro, he gets that he was made in a lab, but he is human. But he thinks he is more than human because you enhanced him. That's it. Because he'll tell you through the whole show, I'm smarter than you. But the nigga don't know a goddamn thing. I love it every fucking time. Oh, you're just gonna talk to me about this? Like I don't fucking know? You don't, you dickhead. Like you really don't.
Oh my God.
Spoiler alert, Homelander is every white male in the Rust Belt. And they tell you it in there. The white males agree with you in the Rust Belt. You're up 30 points. And I'm like, that don't tell you that this man is a dickhead right there? Because that is literally the pro Trump. All of them is crooked to me, but the fact that y'all think he is the best of the crooked, bro, crooked is crooked.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, why are you trying to make him a straight line? The nigga crooked. He is padding his pockets, and Homelander is showing you. I'm worried about me and how y'all feel about me. Pump me up. Nigga was ass nigga sitting on the couch in depression. No superheroes depressed. Like, the man was sitting there, and as soon as you told him what he wanted to hear, that was weird. Brock Hart, he like, bitch, don't worry about that. Tell me what I want to hear. This shit ain't about you. I'm like, oh, I'm loving it, bro. This dude is unapologetic as what they said he was. So,
that motherfucker was a bit much for me.
But how was he a bit like, look, like, I would rather white people literally be that than be fake.
I would love. I'm not talking about his personality, like, because he is what he is. I'm just talking about the shit he did. Some of the shit he did was fucking.
No.
When that
you guys.
No, I'm talking about when he got that fucking, what was that dude to turn into that chick? Oh my God, nigga. I was like, wait, you on a whole other.
But see, you farther down in the season when you say that though.
I know, but that like everything else before that, like he was like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Nigga, you fucked up. It's cool. You do you. Like, I get it. You want to be loved, you want to be worshipped. and you just not right, you fucked up, and I get it. It's cool. You fucked up, because that's what I saw.
But like that, it explains what he is.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the only person that he was ever getting gratification from after Maeve is what that was her.
Yeah.
Because Maeve was literally his bitch. Like you understand, I'm the most powerful, but you're the second most powerful because I allow you to be.
That is true.
That was the dynamic. Because I'm gonna just be jumping around. Because at the end when they fighting, bruh, her dumb ass is supposed to be helping beat up Soldier Boy because that's what that nigga's trying to go do. And she like, nigga, whoa, I'm about to whoop your ass. And he like, you stupid bitch, we gotta go help them. This ain't about me and you right now. You want some whole weird shit.
She didn't give a fuck. She wanted all the smoke. She was like, fuck him, you my problem. I ain't got shit against that motherfucker. I want your ass.
But look, after we kill this nigga or incapacitate him, then we can handle what we gotta handle. You so caught up on you ain't what I said we was gonna be.
But her point, like me and D talked about it, her wanting fucking Homelander as bad as she did made sense. That's like everybody who wanted to fucking kill Homelander wanted it so bad that they didn't give a fuck about nothing else. Like
they was all distracted and lost.
Like if they would have focused, they could have been like it probably would have. Everything would have worked out, but these motherfuckers was like, wait a minute. And
that's why they're not superheroes. They're just enhanced humans because y'all let emotion drive everything y'all do.
Oh my God, that shit. That's the premise of this entire TV show is emotions. Shit you not.
But they gave them power, so they, that's what giving the fucking weird thing is. Powers. That's what it is crazy to me that it wasn't made sooner. That's what's blowing my mind about the whole entire thing. Because when I heard The Boys, the first thing I'm talking about, you talking about watch The Lost Boys? I done watched that a million times. Why do I want to? No, bro. Like there's superheroes, and I'm like, you got me with the heroes thing. I like watching the villains.
Yeah.
And then when I realized that ain't no fucking villain, y'all the villains. They gave the villains the powers, but everybody thinks they're fucking heroes is because the company markets them that way. This nigga A-Train done killed 1 billion fucking people in my eyes. You can tell me it was 2 or 3. He ran through a bitch the first time I seen him. You know how many times he done did that to me then? And then when they start going around like, yeah, they gave me, what did one black lady say? They gave me $2,000. That's all his life was worth. I said, that lets you know right there that when they flash back to when Soldier Boy was Homelander at the end of the day, they was doing that shit forever. They didn't value anything but their product. Anything. And I loved it. I just loved every second of it. It's just so, I told you, man, Homelander is that dude because that is what Superman does. In the comics and the animated series, when Lois he snaps when he loses Lois. Homelander didn't have to lose anything. Y'all made him that way. That is like that. What is that? Yeah. What the fuck is that movie called? Brightburn. Brightburn. That is Brightburn, bro. That is Brightburn. Except for you're not telling me it's Zod because that's what you're literally telling me Brightburn is. Oh, it's Zod came to Earth low key. No, that is Homelander. He's an American creation. He made him in a lab, and he wears the stars and stripes on his back, and he goes around and does whatever the fuck he wants. If that's not what America is, y'all ain't watching the show because you're just like, man, this motherfucker weird. Like he got all these powers. He's just invincible, and he doesn't care about anybody. That's America. That's why he has the flag on his back. We over in the Ukraine right now. For what? Because Russia can't have it? That at the end of the day, that's how I say it. I don't give a fuck about nothing going on in Ukraine. But we there because America said Russia can't have it. Or the Ukraine was like, hey, America, please don't let him invade us. all righty, okie dokie. But what do you got for us? Because that's what it is. People like that's what Homelander does. How does this benefit me? How am I going to be propped up? That's why he don't got no enemy outside of Starlight in my eyes, because that's the only person that can take him off his pedestal. He like, oh, this bitch got too much juice. I got to make this work for me. Oh, so we gonna fake date. That's the immediate thing. He like, I'm not fucking. I don't give a fuck about Huey. I don't give a fuck about this. But this works for me and it works for you because I'll kill everyone you love if you don't do it. Example A, right here. This will be Huey if you keep fucking with me, bitch. Man, listen. Murdered, that is eviscerate. That is a whole different thing, bro. When you can see that there's holes in this nigga's, that means he done used every power at his capacity to dismantle this man as a being. He only reason why you could see who he was is because he wanted her to know that's a person. Because at the end of the day, the nigga could have been a puddle, and he could have said, "Look at your homie with the suit sitting over this puddle," because that's what he could do. The man jumped out of and Maeve, what the fuck are you doing, stupid bitch? We're gonna let these people die. Let's go. I said, "Yep," because that's anyone else's reaction. The FAA tries to tell you, as us human regular people, put your mask on and try to save somebody else. No, you save yourself. If I'm on a plane, I put a mask on nobody. Because one, I don't really, unless you're my kid, you better care for yourself. You knew the rules when you got on this bitch. That's what Homelander was telling them. Like, bruh, yeah, everyone stay calm. I'm going to jump out the plane and fly it up. What? I'm not finna do that. Hey, get the fuck over here, bitch. At least save her. Why? She is not me. Like, what the fuck? She ain't me.
It was funny to hear him explain, like, can't you lift up the plane? He was like, how the fuck am I going to lift up the plane? Like, how the... That shit was so funny.
That's why because he's human. And, like, he understands he is super strong, but there are limits.
Yeah.
That's
like,
what I mean.
How the fuck am I going to fly up on the... Like, what the fuck am I going to push up against? I was like... I've never thought about that. All this time, these motherfucking superheroes have been watching me fight.
Physics. You never thought about physics.
I never had, like, I just got lost in the mall. I was like, oh, look at him lifting up this plane. How the fuck do you do that?
Like, listen.
It was weird.
Thor flies because he swings a hammer. Thor flies because he swings. If he don't got a hammer or that Stormbreaker in his hand, how does he fly? He doesn't.
Real shit.
What?
I didn't even like. It didn't dawn on me until he said. I was like, well, I'll be damned.
How would I do that?
My whole life is a lie.
Because I don't understand how this wasn't made sooner.
Well, technically it was, because it's a comic. The comic is old.
Visually.
Yeah, like they,
Me, when I tell, like, I've watched, that's why I be telling people, like, cool, the movies are cool, but I like the animated because they can go deeper. Like, they get to tell the story because they'll stay truer to the comic. And I understand that because it'll say, even though it says based off on the movies, I'll be like, hold up. These is all aliens and weird shit. Why the fuck they look so human? Like, we got all this technology. I done seen Planet of the Apes, bro. Them is all people. In CGI. You telling me you can't do that? You can't do that. Like, come on. Because I
is home.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro. But see, I know that now. But when I'm watching that movie for the first time, ain't nobody thinking, oh, that's a whole dude with CGI over. No wonder the goddamn face moves with his lips, bro. This shit is crazy. That's what I'm saying. This shit, the technology is just amazing. And you telling me that, like, they're going to ruin. Unless Zack Snyder does something with the next Justice, they're going to ruin it because whoever you pick to be the villain, which is, I know whose Darkseid is coming because he says Darkseid. This is for Darkseid. if you fuck up Darkseid and make this nigga look like Thanos, I'ma slap whoever the fuck is in charge of making these movies, because that don't even make any sense. I understand they're similar beings because they're like loosely based off each other, but I know what Darkseid looks like because I've seen everything to see about the Justice League growing the fuck up. Don't Darkseid better look like Darkseid. If he look like Thanos any bit, I'm turning it off. Because people, when we first seen the Justice League, people was like, "Oh, the movie's not that bad." I'm like, "Nah, this shit is broken into pieces, bro. Something's wrong. Somebody had to like stop making the movie, and they pick somebody." Yes, it's just pretty much don't fuck up Darkseid.
Pretty much.
Like that's it. Don't, because if that's who the next villain is supposed to be, if you stay true to the last Justice League, then the nigga was sit for Darkseid. So if Darkseid's gonna be part of the next Justice League, you better let Zack Snyder do his thing. I don't care how long the movie is. I just if I can sit here and watch, just release it directly to people's TV. Make them pay for it, whatever. Let me buy it at the crib. Don't put it in the theater if you're worried about someone sitting there for 4 or 5 hours. I don't care. Let me watch it in snippets. I'll probably just dedicate a fucking 5-hour window on the weekend to watch the movie. I will do that. If I could sit here and watch The Boys in 3 days,
right?
Really, not even 3 days, more like 2 days, because I had to go to sleep the first day. I was like, damn, I'm tired. I want to pay attention. Cut off. It's like I'm in season 2, episode 5, and I'm like, oh shit, I've been sitting here watching that this long. Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That shit sneak up on you real quick too.
And then when I get to the end, I'm thinking like there's a season 4. So I'm like, where the fuck is this season 4? I go click it, and it's like last episode. I'm like, immediately, yo, there ain't no season 4. No, they making it. I'm like, oh, that's some old bullshit, because I'm thinking of it as a movie, a long ass movie. I would rather y'all do that, which Marvel was doing, and it's smart to make all the shit you should make a movie, 1-hour TV shows. Genius. You're the smartest people alive, whoever works for Disney, and said, how about this? That new Captain America shit that we trying to do, show it. Make it a show. Loki, we're gonna make it a show. Smart. I never seen Loki.
Tell the stories. Tell the stories there. Everybody will watch them.
They should have learned that from all the people that still like the animated anything. Because Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar is the shit. It is the shit because there's multiple seasons. Cool. Do it that way. It makes way more sense for you to do it that way if you want to make people happy. Don't try to make money, just to make your fans happy, because there's real fans.
They don't give a fuck about that.
They need to, because eventually I'm going to start losing money, because like, although people are complaining about Netflix and shit like that, they starting to do good shit, because I'm a gamer fan and I played every fucking Gears of War. So if you're finna tell me you're gonna make a TV show and you have the whole entire, all 5 games at your disposal, it better be 1 hour per fucking, what is it, act, or break every act down into 5 sections and dedicate an hour to the first part of that first act. However you're gonna do it the right way, because we played Gears. Halo, trash. It looks good. It looks great, but it's not Halo, because it don't got shit to do with the story. All you was like, oh, this is gonna be a good idea. Halo, because we have 1 billion Halo people. That shit was so trash.
It sounded good in theory.
It sounded so great. I couldn't wait to watch it. And I'm like, I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, man, I'm not watching this.
This ain't for me. This ain't where it's at.
This is for the people who have never played Halo, and only heard the word Halo. That's it. It's not for them.
Yeah, it's like fan service more than anything.
It ain't even fan service, because I'm a fan.
No, well,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like it is for my kids. I got a son that's 5, and I'm like, yo, you want to know what I played when I was a kid? Halo all the time. They're coming out with a TV show. Let's sit down and watch it together. Son, loving that shit. Oh my God, look, there's aliens and there's guns and Master Chief. That's what you're talking about, Dad? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's Master Chief. We see Master Chief's face. Yeah, that's Master fucking Chief. Jesus. I tell people, whoever decide that, if you let me help you, you make way more money.
Yeah.
You make way more money.
Too. Yeah.
Because I know for one thing, Gears of War was like outside of Madden and like playing sports games, the one thing that we all liked, whoever was cool with me, and I told them like, yo, Gears of War is that shit. I mean, Call of Duty, I'm like, look, bro, I understand you ain't big story mode, neither am I, but I played the story mode. But outside of that, if you get on this multiplayer, bro, we blowing bodies up. We can stick a grenade to our opponent and blow their whole body up. When you get a headshot, their head pops off. You can chainsaw someone in half. I want to see all that shit in that show that they're supposedly making. You better make it CGI because it doesn't even have to be animated. I don't care if the whole thing is computer generated and there's not a single person, only voice actors. Just make it look like people. Do not make it look like a cartoon. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can.
I remember hearing about that shit too.
That's what I'm saying. It been fucking teased at for years. Yeah. I'm talking since like 2015. We're coming out with a Gears movie. Oh, we're going to come out with a show. And then I finally seen something that was actual evidence that one of these companies is like Netflix, or I think it's Netflix, that is freaking going to actually try to make the show. Please do not do don't Cowboy Bebop me. Don't hate it. Like, don't do that, because Cowboy Bebop was a shit because you could do anything because it was a fucking cartoon. At the end of the day, you could call it anime, whatever. It's all cartoon to me.
That live action joint was fucking. Oh my God.
Because you're ruining it. Like, just like The Lion King. The Lion King is The Lion King because it's fucking animated. Soon as y'all tried to make real lions look like they're talking and then forget shit that made the Lion King, it's not the Lion King. Because the dumb people that I was around loved it. Oh my God, bro, this is the Lion King, it's real lions. And I'm like, bro, they fucked up everything. What are you talking about? Take this man's job. Don't let him make another movie like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason why there's only like a few movies you could really do that to, or cartoon. Scooby-Doo. You can't mess that up because you're only doing the dog.
Right.
Everyone else can be a person. They're trying to do that with everything. You can't do it. Like, I don't know, whatever y'all favorite animated thing was as a kid that they could just, like, you could do it with Alice in Wonderland, because at the end of the day, you're high. That's all that makes you look like. You following a rabbit down the hole and ending up in a whole different place. Everything can be fake. That shit is perfect. But if you try to Beauty and the Beast, that shit is stupid. Why are you doing that?
Because one of them made money, and that's all that mattered.
No, you don't do that. That's how you piss people off. Yeah, the weirdo people are gonna love it. But what about all the people that loved it because of what it was?
Fuck them. They do not give a fuck.
It's fucked up.
It is. Like, it really is. Like, everything that they've done thus far is designed to make money. And for two people that hate it, there's fucking 10 people that loved it. And they're like, okay, well, fuck them 2 people.
I honestly think those numbers are reversed, because they will put out that only 2 people hate it, when in reality 10 of us hated and 2 people loved it, and those 2 people happen to have Down syndrome. Because that's what it is. Just imagine, you're old as hell, but whatever, my bad. Finding Nemo with real fish. Imagine that. Imagine that, because that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Finding Nemo with real fish. That's gonna be the dumbest looking shit alive. This is the dumbest shit you can ever fucking do.
I'm here for it.
I'm not. I refuse it.
because it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna look at the trailer, and I'm gonna be like, who the fuck decided that shit was a good idea?
I'm done participating in the remakes.
Look, I told you, as soon as I seen the Lion King, because I loved the Lion King as a freaking kid, because that's what they make you love, because lions are the king of the jungle. False, but I loved it. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, this nigga lost who he was and found himself. Good message. As a kid, I understood that. This nigga walking around eating bugs, bro. You eat meat. What you doing, dickhead? Like, that was my question, but it wasn't formed in that manner. Now that's my adult question. But as a kid, I'm like, why is this lion that I go see in the zoo eating bugs? He's sitting right next to what he eats. He might not eat the skinny one, but he'll eat the fat one. I know that's what I was saying. It had to be.
It was.
And then I know one of my questions was, hold up. If that's his uncle, why he kill his dad? Like, I know these was my questions as a kid because I question this shit now because I'll still never understand why that's in a kid's movie. That is a terrible thing to be putting in kids' movies. That is the worst shit.
That shit is traumatizing as fuck.
Bruh.
Setting everybody up for failure.
Bruh, what? I'm telling you. And then that's what they had us watching. All the weird shit. Like Beauty and the Beast. How you fall in love with a nigga that look like Bigfoot? Like, going back and thinking about all the shit I used to watch as a kid. Like, what? I don't get why.
Made sense.
How is that not a problem? Y'all want to cancel Mr. Potato Head, but y'all only want to cancel Disney now because they made a movie about some chick getting her period and turning into a panda. That's a problem. But
somebody, what that movie was about?
The chicks that turn, they were talking about periods and becoming a woman.
Oh Jesus! I didn't watch it, but I wasn't.
There's a movie called Inside Out that I didn't even know what. That's what I'm. That movie is literally about the little girl being trans.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it watching it until I go back and I'm like, oh, she boy and a girl. Mm-hmm. Oh,
all that's her people was, because you look at the mom and the dad, they were all women, they were only, and hers was a fucking mixture.
Like, what the y'all fucking kids up? Y'all fucking the kids up. I seen this as an adult and didn't pick up on it immediately. It took me a second to think about this shit. Like, oh, she trans. Oh, that's crazy that y'all really fucking everything up. Yo, but back to the boys. Did y'all read the comic or something? Back to the boys. Cause like I didn't even know there was a comic. Is it true to the comic or truer than it? Because it's a show.
Well, the characters are the characters are true to their comic selves, but it doesn't particularly follow the comic book. It's sort of like, it's more like Watchmen. Like, Watchmen is dope. Everybody is who they are. And you make a movie and you're like, oh, okay, the characters remain true to their comic book selves versus, the X-Men and Marvel and all these other things where the characters aren't necessarily true to their comic book selves. The Boys is pretty on point.
I had a problem with Marvel from the freaking jump. Where is Wolverine at? Because all I remember is the Hulk throwing Wolverine everywhere. That's all I remember.
Well, that's coming. You know what? It's coming because the magic mutant word was uttered today in the final episode of Miss Marvel.
What? Oh, I didn't even watch that.
Yep. They said the word, and
finally.
They highlighted that the word was fucking said because there was a long pregnant ass pause after it was said. It was like lead up. There's something wrong with your blood. I was looking. You have a mutation.
Uh-oh.
I was like, oh shit. Like, wait a fucking minute.
Now we getting somewhere.
I wish I grew up when y'all grew up because I really hate the fact that Captain Marvel's a woman. Don't care how sexist that sounds. Like, I don't like stuff like that at all.
Well, no, Captain Marvel has. Well, that Captain Marvel has always existed.
I know, but where's the other Captain Marvel?
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing. I don't know how true this was.
The Marvels should expand on that universe.
Explain who the person was.
I was about to say, because like to best of my knowledge, I don't remember her ever reading, because I was like I might not have read the comic, but I read. But don't she get her powers passed down to her?
Sorta.
That's what like so how you going to explain that sorta kinda she is who she is, but you already did the plane explosion thing, and that's where she got her powers from.
Oh, Marvel probably already got that shit figured out.
Well, I'm not gonna say they haven't figured out, right? Because I don't know. At the end of the day, you have to remember, right? Carol Danvers is in the hospital in a coma when no one knows she's still alive because Rogue kills her. That's why Rogue can fly.
That's the only reason I know Carol
Who the fuck Carol Danvers is, right?
Because of Rogue.
Because she was not fucking important at all.
That's what I'm saying. Why did
Miss Marvel is semi-important, but not like hugely important. Number one, when it comes to Marvel, most of us was all about the X-Men and then other things surrounding the X-Men. Like
it was black people.
Wasn't nobody checking for this other shit.
Yeah.
We related to the X-Men because they was black people and subjugated.
That pretty much. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. So that, and it's a possibility. Like what Brie Larson could easily get killed by some mutant holding on to her, thereby giving Rogue some cool powers and the ability to fly and super strength and invulnerability. And I would go for that. You got to watch that. Look, you got to watch Ms. Marvel though, because I want to give the spoiler, but you got to see what happens. There's a post-credit scene.
So you really can't spoil anything for me because I'm still gonna go watch it. And it's not like I be trying to tell people that, and they be like, "But I want you to see it for the first time." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So
like this. So this Ms. Marvel is more of a coming of age story, and this is the explanation of the young teenage Ms. Marvel. That is a newer character. That character has not always existed. However, it does play into Carol Danvers and Photon, because I definitely need to see Photon come the fuck back. Photon is actually Ms. Marvel, because the original Ms. Marvel that most people are aware of is the Photon character, the black Ms. Marvel with the afro, who is the chick from fucking WandaVision. So she's coming. That's going to happen. She'll be in the Marvels. And Blue Marvel should also be. And this motherfucker so powerful, he just was like, fuck it, I'm going to stop being a superhero because y'all get on my nerves.
See, that's what I'm saying. I had the like encyclopedia of Marvel shit. So when I'm going to tell people, like, yo, this is off, bro. This is bullshit. Like, they just making money, bro. And they're like, what you talking about? I'm like, yo, it's weird that the Into the Spider-Verse movie is better than the fucking movies they putting out, y'all. Y'all get that, right?
Yeah.
What you mean? There's not that many Spider-Mans. It's the fuck there is, bro. They're telling you in the movie that there's a fucking CERN. They're using that shit to open other universes, bro. That's where they come from. Like, bro, it's better than what they y'all tripping, bro. They be tripping in these movies, man. Because last time I checked, I don't remember my nigga Wolverine getting stabbed by a log and dying. I don't remember this. I don't remember Wolverine, the man who cannot die. The man who got shot with an adamantium bullet and lost his memories. The nigga got shot by the shit that's made out of him and it didn't kill him. You a tree gonna kill this nigga? A tree?
They just be finding ways to get rid of people.
Well, no, we don't know how far in the future Old Man Logan really was. because it's disjointed from everything else. It was really weird because all of the rest of the mutants are dead.
Like that's what y'all don't say. Y'all don't explain anything. Y'all just do and just
just like real shit. You should just forget everything the X-Men have done up until this point.
That's what it's feeling like, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it feel like.
That was the Fox thing. So Fox no longer has it. Disney Marvel now owns the rights to use their characters again, because once upon a time they were going bankrupt and they sold them off, and now they're back. So now we'll see what Marvel's going to actually do with Marvel characters, and hopefully we get some fucking vindication out here.
Yeah, because they tried to retcon the shit, fucked it up even worse. What was that?
Days of Future Past. Oh my god! Please stop! Please don't do that, please, because that shit pissed me off. And people was like, "But the movie's good." I'm like, "Cool, it could be a good movie, bro." But at the end of the day, bro, please understand that this is not a brand new idea. Like you're trying to they pulled it out of thin air. No, they're trying to base it off something, and what they're trying to base it off, y'all be missing that. Like it's Marvel Comics. Bro, it don't say created by, created by me, motherfucker, because that's what it feel like. I'm making up some shit and using characters.
They was giving motherfuckers powers that didn't have the powers. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
You're expressly referencing the Kitty Pryde debacle.
I was so mad.
What? What?
Then they thought we were supposed to be happy because you brought everybody you killed back, and the shit we were supposed to be okay. We was cool with that. No, that movie was oh my god, that movie was so trash.
But my main thing is the most powerful people. Why the fuck are they the weakest in all these movies, bro? Bro, come on, bro. The Scarlet Witch, you can't take her out, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can't get out on her. She created her whole own reality. y'all can get at her. Lies. She ain't great.
It's just like with everybody. It's like their powers are like you have to invent conflict because it should, otherwise it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like the Flash. Really, bro? You getting your ass whooped? Like how the fuck is that? How's that even real? How are you losing? Make it make sense. Like, come on.
Trust me, I don't know. Because in reality, like Usain Bolt had to get old to lose.
I bet it's good.
And he's human. Bro, you're superhuman. That means you don't even age the same way we age.
Come on now.
Like, that's what I be thinking too deep into y'all done fed me this shit for my whole life. And then when you make some shit, it don't be making no damn sense. That's why people be like, what you like when I say the Justice League, I'm talking about like Justice League Unlimited, bro. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the movie they giving us, bro. I don't like the Green Lantern movie. I don't like none of the shit they did. I only like the Batman trilogy because once they put the Joker in that bitch, bruh, masterpiece. And then you go and fuck it up with Bane. The nigga ain't juiced up. The nigga's supposed to be on steroids.
Yeah. They just made him a motherfucker with a mask.
Literally.
Like what?
Literally. And I'm like, bro, dude is just he don't even got no brain. Like for real, like he don't think. He's just dude. Why the fuck you making this nigga a master manipulator? I understand he's getting help. He's getting help, but the nigga still got plans of his own. What is wrong with y'all?
It's weird. I ain't even gonna lie. It is.
You see, we way off the boys track. Boys.
We keep going down the road, and then
it's because of superheroes, because that's what superheroes are, and that's why I be like, yo, these dudes, they just humans with powers. I'm telling you, and I think I texted my dad this shit. I said, yo, I will take this V over the True Blood V any day, and I've loved True Blood V because that shit made you it. You were it because you weren't. You were still human because you wasn't a vampire. But you You had a connection to whoever's blood you took. You healed. You never got sick. I'm like, that sounds like the best drug you could ever take. And you get high? Oh, yeah. Because the little chick from True Blood, she was like, yeah, do this view with me, bro. We're going to crush it up in some aspirin. Super baked. I said, she is a real drug addict. I like her. I loved her. But then she turned out to be crazy. There's a reason why I loved her, because she was fucking insane. Had that nigga killing vampires and shit. I'm like, bro, like, yo, she drunk you down the dark hole. But as soon as she said, we gonna get high for longer, I said, listen to her, Jason. Listen. But this V they talking, man, that shit and the boys, best thing ever. Except for the shit that melts your brain. Don't take that one. Just take the real one. Because that sound like they just mix ecstasy with V.
That don't here sound, you go. Take this shit. Bro,
especially when you got a little bit of your brain coming out your ear. Y'all said that shit all nonchalant.
Right. Like, and they were just so cool about it too. Do you not see that black liquid coming out your fucking ear hole?
Nigga, this is your brain on drugs, bro. Like, stop taking it. I get you your powers. Go get the real thing. That's all they have to do is get the real thing. And she had the shot. She was in there. She gonna read the shit. No, just give them the real thing. If you know that you are the only one who is truly a hero in all of this, because at the end of the day, even though Maeve wanted to kill Homelander, that bitch didn't give a fuck about nothing. She was trying hard to be. Bitch was an alcoholic, half gay bitch. She did not give a fuck about saving the day. She just wanted to be like Homelander and better than you. Because if there was no Homelander, then she would have been Homelander.
That is actually an interesting,
Bruh.
That's not inaccurate. That's real. I didn't think about it. That's not inaccurate.
Yeah, because the king's gonna pick a queen.
That's not inaccurate.
Nigga is the king of the world. I'm not gonna pick. He would never actually pick Starlight. That's what I'm saying. You don't bring nothing to the table. I watched that bitch get sliced open.
Yeah.
Only thing I ever seen happen to Maeve was her eye get poked out, which makes sense to me. Because, like, I would imagine the only thing that can ever happen to you is something to your eye.
Yeah, consider the fact Homelander had to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you done seen bullets bounce off of her. She done deflected his laser eyes, but he had to put his fucking finger through her eye. Made sense to me. It automatically made sense. I'm like, she is invulnerable, except for to the strongest man on the fucking planet. So that means, technically, before Soldier Boy got found, you were the second strongest being on the planet, and he understood that. He understood that.
I'm not 100% sure Soldier Boy is the strongest motherfucker.
What?
I've never seen him do nothing that was.
You seen the nigga get tortured?
Yeah, but still, I mean, I ain't like. I just like.
They didn't. He ain't the strongest. Cool. Homelander is technically the strongest because it took 3 of them to try to pin him. Understood. But at the end of the day, he has the golden weapon. I take your shit from you. Like, he's the strongest dude.
Well, okay,
on the fucking planet.
To that, yeah, you're right. Okay, I give you that. To that aspect, being able to fucking erase your fucking superpowers, like, I guess
baller. That's the winner. Because we watched you get choked up, right? But what if you stop being so stupid and trying to do hand-to-hand combat because you want to be a tough guy? Just start blasting motherfuckers with your chest, bro. Iron Man the fuck out of everybody. Would you not do it?
Fuck yeah, I would. Look, it wouldn't even look.
Going right into the fight,
it would have been done. Yeah, it wouldn't have been no show, because as soon as I'd have seen him, I would. Oh, my son. Oh, let me touch your face. You're a weak bitch. I'd have blasted your ass. Game over.
Thank you.
Nobody has powers, bitch. We're done. Let's go.
But I did love when he told him, like, you're a fucking you're a piece of, you're just a disappointment.
You're fucking disappointment.
You're a fucking
that look. Like, if you look at Homelander's eyes. In that moment, you can see the last little bit of whatever he had was fucking gone. That shit flew away out of his eyes when he said that shit. He was like,
he was searching for validation, and he thought that he didn't have, which is that's why I know this nigga is dumb. I don't understand why you think you're so smart, bro. You have to have genetic material to get made. I mean, whoever your mom was, you may never know, but you had to have a dad, and you had to have somebody be the basis to make you. and all they did was add flying.
Yeah.
And make it 10 times stronger. So once he found out, oh, I really do have a dad, he started searching for validation from the dude that is biologically his father. The moment his biological father told him, you're a fucking disappointment. You're a whiny little bitch.
All that shit left his body. You go back and look in his eyes. You can see his soul.
And then you knew it was real when the Soldier Boy is a savage. That's what I mean. He is the most powerful because one, Homelander does give a fuck about kids. Like, even though he let the whole plane crash, he will save an individual child because he trucked his son. Soldier was like, we don't bring a kid to no fight, you dumbass nigga. The fuck are you doing? That nigga is dying. What you're supposed to do in war. Man, Soldier Boy tell you the whole time, but I am a soldier.
Yeah,
he might not be a real, like, he's a weirdo, but at the end of the day, he knows what it takes to win, which is, doesn't America train their people to do that?
Yeah.
You don't take no prisoners, bro. I mean, we could take some when they tell us to take some, but at the end of the day, we ain't taking none.
My whole thing about that whole, like, Butcher, like, me and D was talking about it after I watched it. Butcher went through everything, crossed people, did whatever he had to do to get to Homelander. Got to Homelander and fucking tripped at the finish line because that little kid was there. That shit made me so goddamn mad. I was like, but after everything you did, everything you done to get to this fucking point, you're like, no, but I can't let you do that. Nah, fuck you. Fuck that kid.
But you should have known he was going to trip because his bitch never died.
But still, though, like, okay.
No, his bitch didn't die. He was mad because you got my bitch killed. That's it, was his whole thing. His bitch didn't die. Then the little boy killed the bitch.
Right.
And he still loved the little boy because that's what the bitch wanted. And even when he told the little boy, it's all your fault. Damn, I shouldn't have. Huey, like, I know why you did it, to protect him. That's all you try to, the only way you know how to protect people is to be toxic. He told him that flat out, bro. You punched me in my face, bro. Instead of telling me don't take it, you you go to sleep.
Like, I'm like, but still though, to go through these lengths, to go through.
So you wanted him to be Maeve?
Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, that was your goal. Like,
but he's a man.
No,
he's a man.
Stay on point. Stay on target. Like, that's what I'm saying. Emotions.
So if he would have started fighting Homelander and let Soldier Boy annihilate the entire fucking city,
man, fuck that. Look, your game. Look, everything you set up for. Like, think about everything Butcher has done. All the people he's crossed. The V.
But still,
I'm
gonna put you in it. Mookie, if me and you fighting, right? And then the nigga come through and get out on me, you ain't gonna be. We was getting the fair one, bro. We ain't gonna jump that nigga. Like, bro, that's what that is. Like, look, I want to kill you. But something we both care about, Homelander cares about it because it's his spawn. He cares about it because it was his wife's spawn. I will let go of the hate we got right now to do what we got to do. We going to get back to us.
Look, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put it in the blackest terms ever, bro. If the nation, if motherfuckers came and knocked on your door, you don't think Bloods and Crips is going to unite? They would have to. True. Yeah, they would throw everything to the side, bro. Come on, bro.
I can't argue. I can't argue that. I can't argue against that point. I can't argue against that one.
That's the real world. That's what he did. But it's the humans versus soups. He was like, bruh, I fucking hate you with all. What's up? What's like, that, blood? No,
he became everything he didn't want. Like, he took the V to level the playing field. He became what he hated by becoming a soup, a temporary one, but a soup nonetheless. All to reach his goal of killing Homelander. And I get it. When Soldier Boy popped the little boy in the fucking face, I get it.
Ends justify the means.
I was like, oh shit. Well, he's
the ends always justify the means. You know you think like that. The ends justify the means, bro.
I get it.
You could be beefing with a nigga, right? What you gonna do? Try to fuck his bitch? That's what that is. Even though it's a whole different like situation and variable, it's the same thing. Bro. You want anything you got to do to get the job done. Man. And then you're going to go back to what the main goal was. Now, you play video games, bro. Any game that's like a free roam game, there's a storyline with side missions, bro. He know the storyline. I'm going to get you when I fucking get you, bro. And I'm going to get your ass, trust me. But right now, I got to kill Soldier Boy. We got to get this nigga the fuck out the way because he is a problem.
So why
over and again, my son?
But you brought him in to do this. They knew what he was.
No, he thought he could control him. Butcher's an idiot.
Yeah, well, that's true too. I will never argue that point.
He can control the situation because it was easy to manipulate Frenchie, and it was easy to manipulate. What the fuck is the black dude's name?
Mother's Milk.
MM. Yeah, bam. You can control him. You can control you. Kimiko. I'm not a gun, bitch. You are what I say you are.
That was a dope ass line. That was a dope ass line.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can say that to those people because they are weak people. Soldier Boy had a mind of his own, and once he found out that's my son, you seen it flip in Soldier Boy eyes in that moment. Hold up, what? I got a kid, so I get to make my own decision on if I want to kill this nigga or not. And what did Butcher do? Try to play both sides. He tried. Look, bro, I told you doing this, not understanding you're dealing with a whatever. If you want to describe it in the weird way that people describe it, an alpha male and an alpha male, you ain't gonna be able to tell the alpha male what to do. You're not. And Butcher thought he could. Butcher really thought, look, bro, I freed you for this reason. One, you thought you was going to get a gun. The gun was a person, and you didn't realize that the gun was the other gun's dad. Neither did the gun didn't know the gun had a son.
Right.
So once the gun found out he had a son, he said, oh, that's the nigga I keep seeing on the bus and shit. Oh, let's go see what this gun is really about. And then once the gun was a bitch, the real gun thought like, what the fuck? I'm definitely gonna kill you because you a pussy.
Like no other reason besides you being a needy bitch, you got to go now. You gotta die.
If Homelander wouldn't have ever pulled out the little boy, he might have got somewhere. But the fact that he said, you have a grandson. Bro, is you a woman or what, bro? Like, you laughing.
No, but you right though, because I did like you right, because
you would never do it.
Yeah.
If you about to try to convince your dad that, bro, we need to have a relationship because we was both told a certain set of things that were lies. You are my dad biologically. You never knew me. Cool. You have a grandson. What the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna kill you off GP.
Weird,
now.
Yeah, bro. Because you a weirdo.
We'll kill you off GP.
You ain't pleading your case. You bringing evidence. You thought that was going to turn the tide in your favor because all you know how to do is be a fucking product. You ain't never made a decision for yourself. Yeah, you done lasered people in the face.
Yeah.
You done did anything you wanted to do with no consequence. The only nigga that was about to give you a consequence was Soulja Boy. Bruh. He was telling him, I would never do that, bro. You really think I give a fuck about you got a son, bro? Because that's what I seen when he was looking at him like, you kidding me?
Like you brought this motherfucker out here, thought it was gonna sway me in some way, shape, or form.
Like you almost had me till you did that.
It did. Look, for real. They looked at each other like, I felt like, oh shit, they gonna have to fight both of these motherfuckers.
That's what was going on. And you see everybody else in the room looking at each other like, oh shit, we about to have to fight the two most powerful niggas on the planet.
Right.
That's what we finna have to do. And then he goes, you have a grandson. Oh, no, we cool, y'all. That's exactly what happened. We about to have to fight him. Everybody in the room understood. We got to go get Soldier Boy now because he was on some shit. Even Butcher was about to fight Homelander until he knocked the little boy over. And then Butcher was like, it's my wife's son.
And that's what pissed me off. It was at that moment. And then
that's because you don't love nothing the way he loved that girl. That's why. That's the only reason why. You don't love
I
nobody
ain't gonna
like that.
lie, that's probably what it was.
I don't love nobody like that, bro.
Fuck that kid. Fuck that little boy.
Look, when I tell you I'm in the show, when I tell somebody I like something, I'm trying to identify with the characters. I'm trying to understand why they. I'm a psychologist without going to school. I want to understand. You gotta identify with a book. You got to.
And look, I shit you not. I was with Butcher for 3 fucking seasons. 3 seasons. I was like, all right, ends justify the means. You got a clear goal. Homelander is your goal. You get there, the little kid get knocked out with a shield. Didn't even die now. The kid is alive. He was like, oh, not the kid. No, bitch, everybody gotta fucking die. Oh, no, I can't do that now. I gotta stop you. Wait, what? No, no, time out.
Court got declined.
Yeah, like, fuck no. Like, I'm with you. Fucking zap it. His back was turned. No perfect opportunity. Fucking get your little unibeam chest thing going and fucking zap his ass. Fucking fry him. Oh, no, we're not doing that. What the fuck? I was done. I was like, that blew me. I was like, yep. I disconnected with Butcher right then. I was like, done.
Man, I'm connected there. I told you, I get why everybody was moving the way they was moving. Because the funniest parts in that John is the way Maeve talks to Huey.
Oh yeah, it's like he was.
That
a
is
girl.
it's golden. Because she's like, bro, I really see who you is. Like, bro, you dating a superhero for what, bro? And that's why he started acting all weird. I want to save you. Like, nigga, who told you?
That's when I disconnected with that motherfucker. Like, you went 2 seasons, you knew the fuck you was Dave. You knew that bitch was a superhero. You knew you was weak, bitch. You knew what you were. Don't get in here like people picking on you. Be like, I'm tired of being the one that gets saved. Then don't join the team, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Now peep it though. If it was the roles was reversed, you wouldn't even give a fuck. But since he was a dude, the nigga's a bitch. If it was a bitch doing that shit, it'd be like, deal with it. Facts.
I can't find a flaw in your. I don't want to seem that way, but
that's what it is.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
You grew up with it before I did. You ain't never had a problem with Lois being Lois, because Huey is Lois. Huey Lois, even though she ain't Superman, she's Starlight, but Huey is Lois. The nigga ain't a reporter, but like, the nigga is. You're Joe Schmo, bro.
But
you're never gonna be able to save her, bro.
But I was cool when Huey was doing like season 1 when A-Train ran through that bitch and he was just like, oh, like I was like, yo.
Because that was a regular bitch. He had no power. She had no power.
And that was cool when he was moving and navigating. When he killed fucking Translucent and he was moving and shaking, I was like, yo, I'm with you. You are a normal motherfucker in a superpowered world. Boom, I'm with you. Cool. Everything you did, every move you made, I was like, okay, I can see this. It's cool. You know what? You don't have the power, but you make do with what you got. You're a normal motherfucker tapping into your primal rage when you need to, and I get it. But then when he started whining, and I don't even know what happened. Like, I really missed it, and maybe I need to go back. I don't know when he started feeling like he wasn't good. Like, bitch,
I'll tell you when he fucked up. I'll tell you exactly when he fucked up. When they went bowling, and he said, "Bitch, why don't you bowl regular? Why would you ever do that?" She was trying to show you I'm willing to be a woman. And you told her, "Nah, be you." Oh yeah, you fucked up at that point, bro.
Yeah,
the bitch came out, bowled a strike right off rip. Like, I get to be the dominant one. Deal with it. Couldn't deal with it. You chose it, bro. You made the choice.
And there you go. And I was like, then all this
disconnected right there. Because that's when you, from that point on, I already knew what it was gonna be. I already heard the words coming out of his mouth. Didn't know when, but I knew it was coming because, bro, at the end of the day. Like I said, even though it's not in my reality that people are flying through the fucking sky, women in general want to have the power that men have. That show is showing you that bitch is she is stronger than her man. she was willing to sacrifice her strength to be with him. He said, no, be strong, be you. That don't sound like feminism? They made the man a feminist. And then he got mad that he chose to be a feminist.
That is true. That is exactly what happened. And that's why I was like, dude.
Mook, I told you, when you hear I'm identified, I told you, if I go to school for this shit, they'll be like, you already studied psychology? No, because I want to understand how this shit applies in my real life too. I'm not, when I talk to people, yeah, I'm talking to you, but I'm also trying to understand why the fuck the way you think.
Why did you
I want to understand
what you said. Well, let me understand. What did you mean?
And that's where a lot of my arguments come in, because I be trying to tell people that you're using the wrong word or you're using a word incorrectly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, and I know you deal with this as well as my dad, as well as a lot of other people, but they don't realize it.
Okay.
I statements are selfish statements because I had to use I to get the fuck out of jail. They make you use I statements.
Yeah.
And when I first went up there, I said all the I statements and all that. But they could tell it was super insincere because I didn't have no emotion behind anything I was really saying. Like, yeah, you took responsibility, but it don't sound like you gonna really do
like
what you're saying.
I'm saying this because I fucking have to. That is definitely no.
So the second time I went up there, I knew exactly what to say. And I didn't have to make any I statements. I could have just jumped out the window and strictly said I was being someone that I do not want to be.
Exactly.
That's all you really have to tell those people. You don't have to say anything else. They want you to give you the I statements. But as long I told everybody as soon as I came back, bro, all you have to tell them is I was trying to be someone that I do not want to be.
Right.
I made my choice, made my decision. Don't say I made a mistake because you chose to do what you did. You say these two things, no matter what else the fuck, you can stir that shit up, put it in a pot, throw it on their plate, they gonna eat it. As long as you say these two things, bro, you got it. He was like, what? I was like, look, the couple of dudes that's coming up after me, they gonna do what I told them to do. Man, all them niggas walked out the door.
Facts.
The nigga right before me, I told him to do it. He walked out the door. Because I wanted to know. I'm like, yo, y'all told me I was doing this. I understand that the first time y'all offered me, it was 1 more year. Cool. But why do I got to sit here if I don't got no write-ups? I did my programs.
Right. I'm like,
I keep my head low and I do exactly what I'm supposed to. Oh, all I did was go up there and tell a story. That's all I did. I didn't really, I was saying but I was talking about him. That's how that sounds when you go up there and don't, you got to give them ownership. Like, you got to feed the ownership to them people. You got to. You can say but if you don't mean and they feel like you saying him, they hit, bam, sit your ass down.
Yep, it changed the whole dynamic of everything.
And I told people that because at the end of the day, they still making money off me once I get home. So it's not like it changes anything. Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's their freedom is in your hands. I understood that after I fucked up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, all the shit in the show, whatever moment we pick to talk about, relates to the real world.
It doesn't. You're right.
People flying. Yeah. Like, and that's why I was like, Batman and the Marvel, we try to relate to them people. Thor, at the end of the day, is a Norse god. We don't got shit in common with him. You can't humanize a god. Those people are people. Like, they're people. He didn't come from Krypton. Homelander came from home. He was
born in this mother. That's why his name is fucking Homelander.
A-Train is a black kid from the ghetto that ran track. A-Train. That was probably his nickname on the track.
Right? And that A-Train's story was probably the most indicative of black
everyone.
Like it
everyone.
Was,
It was like, yo.
I know an A train, but the nigga don't run track. The nigga play basketball. The nigga play football. That's it. We don't got track teams where we're at. He had a track team. That's the only difference. We got cross country where I'm at. Bring track teams. Ain't nobody making it to college off cross country and being a black kid. We got hoops and football. That's what it is.
And that is it.
And I'll be telling people, like, I know people that have the talent to be in the NBA, but they didn't get A-Train's opportunity for the white person to pick them up and give them powers.
Exactly.
That was it.
And that motherfucker been running ever since.
And everyone's A-Train in real life is LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Literally LeBron James. They called a man the king. Honestly, he is not the king. Imagine you had LeBron's money. The only thing this nigga did was go to his hometown and build a school and give everyone free stuff at the school. What the fuck you doing with the rest of that money? Oh, you making movies. Bro, you a billionaire. You a billionaire, bro. You could do anything you wanted for the entire black community, but you chose just your community. That's what A-Train's brother was telling him. Bro, you ain't even worried about us. You worried about you. Mm-hmm. Everything LeBron does is for him, but no one is telling him that. Everyone's like, good job, LeBron. You built a school in Akron and everything is free and you're helping out the parents get their GEDs and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all y'all niggas is frauds.
You pat the motherfucker on the back for doing the bare minimum.
What? Because I be trying to tell people this. I don't really value nothing but my time because I can't get that back. Mm-hmm. So the amount of money I make now, I'm not able to help anybody but the people around me. If a nigga walked into $1 billion, do y'all think I'm gonna sit there? I might not give it directly to you, but you will benefit from it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get it. Like, y'all got enough. Like, if you're a billionaire, bro, cool. If it's literally 1 billion, instead of building a school, you don't think you could just start your own YMCA situation for the entire US? You start a program yourself, and you know this is what's getting done all around. Mr. I can travel the globe. You could go check on every individual location. For one, you would only have to go check, we're going to say the upper 48. You don't got to put one in Alaska and Hawaii. Who the fuck cares? But like, put them, you go to every city damn near to play basketball. While you're there, you can go check and make sure operations are running smooth. Name this shit the LeBron James Center. Don't give a fuck what you name it. You could do that, but instead you chose to build one school in your hometown. You don't give a fuck for real, bro.
Yeah, L0.
And people call him the king. King of what? King of lies? I got a different outlook than the rest of the people. We can get into all the arguments on who's the best. I know these niggas is all the best at being frauds.
That is actually factual information because I don't know these motherfuckers really give a fuck about nothing but themselves.
And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. I get $1 billion. Of course, I'm not gonna give it all away. Of course, I wouldn't. But I'd make sure I will put that. I'm not saying exactly $500 million, but I know however much it would take to make sure I could do something for my whole entire people.
Right.
Not just the people from my area. I would do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm LeBron James. I'm always going to make more money. I will never not make money. When I'm dead, my name is making money. You're LeBron James, bro. They gave you the name the king. You didn't. You was the chosen one in high school. You wasn't the king yet. They gave you the name. Your name will, your shoes will sell when you're dead. Your kids will be making money. Now your kids are going to the NBA. Like, so you're always going to make money, bro. Do something else besides just the bare minimum. Or just don't do nothing at all. Like Michael Jordan, go buy some prisons, make some shoes, and buy the Charlotte Hornets. or whatever the fuck their name is now. Charlotte, whatever.
What are
the Hornets? Are they the Hornets still?
The Bobcats.
The Bobcats.
They're the Bobcats again? I thought they were the Hornets.
I don't think they went back to the Hornets. I think they were the Hornets, and then I think
they're the Hornets again. The Bobcats are the Pelicans now.
The New Orleans?
Yeah, they're the Charlotte.
Yeah, they're the Hornets.
They're the Hornets.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Who are the Bobcats now? Or the Pelicans?
The Pelicans.
Oh, well,
I
don't follow basketball.
They just went to New Orleans and changed the name because they went back to the Hornets.
Oh, yeah.
Or became the Hornets, whichever way. I don't understand the politics of basketball because now Seattle Supersonics are coming back and Vegas is getting a team.
What, Vegas is getting a basketball team?
It's on the table.
Oh.
LeBron wants to own it. Interesting. Oh. The nigga that don't want to be compared to Michael Jordan, literally trying to do what Michael Jordan does, except for I'm pretty sure this nigga got money in prisons and he just don't talk about it. I'm really convinced because you're doing a lot of Michael Jordan-ish shit.
You got a prison in Akron.
But this is what this shit's private now, so you don't even have to say he owns it.
Yeah, you'll never know.
He could just be a shareholder, just like we know he's a shareholder in baseball teams and shit. But they won't publicly say he's a part owner in the prison industrial system in America because how the fuck I understand you got a lot of shoe deals and commercials and money from basketball. But you got to $1 billion real fast.
Yeah, that ain't just from playing basketball and fucking that money's that money's coming from somewhere else. You can say whatever Nike. The fuck you want to. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Michael Jordan got more money than you, bro. That nigga been making shoes and he branched off. They don't call them Nike Air Jordans for real. We just call them bitches Jordans. And people forget that, like, bro, that nigga is really like it's his own brand, yes, but the nigga started from Nike. Them is LeBron James's, but there's a big ass Nike check all over that bitch. So you're making something off of it, but not everything. Yeah, you got commercials, and I've seen you in 2 movies, but
I ain't even seen a LeBron James commercial.
You have the dumb ones. Like he don't get he don't get the Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Subway, McDonald's, and all that shit. The nigga be on fucking weird Pride commercials and shit.
I was sitting here literally thinking, I was like, damn, I'm not seeing LeBron in a fucking commercial.
You know what I just seen about LeBron? Jimmy Butler's better than he. Came across my Facebook. He's better than him. I swear to God, for the Miami Heat. It was something about, I was like, ooh, they shot out LeBron like that? Who approved that? But shit got to go through channels because the only thing LeBron go through getting compared to is Jordan. I ain't never seen him get compared to anybody else my whole entire existence.
Yeah, that's true too.
They've been pushing that narrative that is he the GOAT, Jordan is the other GOAT. And I think me and my dad had that conversation. Kobe better than LeBron, but no one might talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Don't nobody
want to have that conversation.
We all know who the GOAT is in my book. AI. Period. End statement.
There is no GOAT. They're all individually great in their own right. One of them is not better than the other. They're all great.
Allen Iverson is better than LeBron James.
He will die on that hill.
I know. We had the discussion.
He will die.
That's what I'm saying. We talked about it because I don't believe there is one greatest of all time. I can't believe that for the simple fact it's a team sport. And the people, like his example with AI had absolutely nobody agreed. Cool. He had me out there, you out there, boo, my dad out there, and the homeless nigga sitting downtown on his team. Yeah, they made it to the NBA because they had some sort of skill, but they didn't have enough skill to win before him. That's why people think LeBron is so good. But I like telling people, bro, he had to leave to win.
That is true. People forget that shit.
AI went to the finals and stole a game from Kobe. That's it. That's my argument.
I remember LeBron getting dog walked.
Yeah, LeBron is trash.
He's not trash. He's just not as they
He's
try
not
to
what
make
everybody
him.
makes him out to be.
Listen, we talking about the boys, right?
Yeah,
No, for real. Watch this. We talking about the boys. We talking about someone being enhanced and all powerful, right? LeBron James is big as fuck. If I was that big in the NBA, there wouldn't be a motherfucker to stop me. I would have 80-point games every game. LeBron James does not. He is trash. If I was allowed to take 5 steps to dunk, no one will be able to stop me.
I hate you so much.
so
Okay. Like you are you saying that's not what happens?
I mean,
Are you saying he does not pick up his dribble at half court and run the rest of the way without dribbling the ball?
I've watched him pick up the ball, hold the ball, and start dribbling again. And
Thank
clearly
you.
that's a double dribble, and they don't call it.
Thank you. If I had those benefits and I was playing against mere mortals, I would be fucking Homelander. Period.
I mean,
and he's not. So he's trash.
You know, and I be telling I don't be telling people LeBron's trash because cool, he can be good. But my favorite thing is to tell niggas, I'm like, yo, like, just imagine if Giannis can shoot. Literally shoot. Not I made a shot here and there. No. Shoot. Like, bruh, the dude, fuck 5 steps. Fuck, he don't even he bounces the ball and takes 2 steps from the 3 and dunks the ball. Because he's lanky enough to do it. And dude is strong. And he don't bitch like LeBron. Like, he don't flop for real. Everyone flops, but like Joel Embiid flops. And he's bigger than Giannis. So imagine if Giannis had Joel Embiid's skill set and could shoot. Dude would be what you're describing. Dude would literally, because he will gristle you. I've watched it. I've seen this shit in real life. I get why he's called the Greek freak. Because dude, low key might be a robot.
May not be 100% real.
Bruh, the nigga came in the size of a toothpick and got jacked. So either he took steroids and then always passed the test because they didn't test him, or they just said, "Hey, yo, psst, coach, piss in his cup."
Like,
y'all laughing.
No, we're laughing because it was funny, because it's true.
Facts. You name, like, even LeBron. If you go look at LeBron when he got drafted, right? I understand their body has to develop because they're kids, but I've seen kids that play football already built like they in the NFL. And I understand there's a different regimen of weights and all that, and how y'all practice and whatnot, and you got to stay lean. What about Shaq? Shaq was that size his whole fucking life for real. He put on more weight because he was eating and not working out, so he became even more dominant. Because now he just got all this fucking weight to throw around. But I wasn't old enough when I was a kid, but going back and watching Shaq on the Magic, bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? That was Giannis. That's what I be trying to tell niggas. That was Giannis, bro. That's Giannis is doing the shit he was doing on the Magic, bro. The nigga can't shoot a free throw. Sound like Shaq to me. The nigga can't shoot a 3. Sound like Shaq to me. The nigga is ultra dominant in the fucking paint. He can block a shot, and the one thing that Shaq just didn't do was steal the ball, which he can do. Dude can get a fucking quadruple double at any point in the game. And the coaches decide to take him out when he played 30 minutes. Go look at Giannis's minutes at any one of them games. Have you ever seen him play fucking 45 minutes like LeBron do? Because Giannis don't be padding stats. He go get them. He get every one of them. He don't pad nothing. They'll take this man out. If they get a 30-point lead in the second quarter, bro will sit the whole third quarter. Oh, damn, me within 10 points. All right, we're going to put him in for the fourth quarter for 3 minutes and call it a game. Because he's going to go get the buckets and the rebounds because he just can't. That is literally Shaq. And I be telling, I'm not going to say Shaq's the greatest all time because he can't. He don't got the skill set to be that because everyone wants everyone to dribble and shoot. But like at the end of the day, bro, I wish the NBA was back to when I was a kid with big men mattered. Because now Chet Holmgren's in here and he weigh 175 pounds.
I'm gonna say if Steph won another ring, he's gonna be my 1B after AI.
What if Kyrie won one? If he stopped riding LeBron?
You know what? Kyrie is my dude, but he's gonna have to go to another team with more stars. Steph, he's kind of proven his point. He's like, yo, yeah, they said I needed KD, but look at me, bitches. His 2 is with me. My other 2 is with me. So I'm better than him. And since he's better than Bron, I'm better than them. Like, that's really what he's saying.
I be hating people saying that. I mean, I wish we would just classify how it should be classified. Like,
by position.
Yeah. Or just say he's more talented. Like, he has a better skill set.
He definitely has a better skill set because, I mean, that motherfucker walking up to the fucking half-court line shooting actual form jumpers. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. The only reason why people say KD is better than LeBron is because KD got a better skill set. KD ain't win shit. Just like me telling people Russ is trash. Yeah, facts, he's trash. But tell me the other people who got triple doubles with him for a season. More than once. You can pad the stats all you want. I don't give a fuck. That nigga got a motor. That's what niggas want a running back to be. Him. Imagine Russell Westbrook being a running back. That nigga never quit. You'd have to strip the ball off him. Make him fumble. Because he ain't going to quit.
You're going to keep moving.
That dude be down 50 points. Still want to play. Put me in, coach. Bro, we lost the game. We need you for tomorrow. Fuck all of that. Put me in. We coming back. I'll drop 83s and miss 50 million of them. Don't care. Put me in.
It's real shit.
That's why he out here talking about LA gotta respect me. Shit is hilarious. I'm the only one on the team that's really good. Yo, he got 2 niggas that are like all-stars every year, and he talking about, I'm better than these niggas. I love it. That's like John Moran talking about, I'll fry Michael Jordan. I'm like, I'm here for you, bro. Good confidence. I'm really here for you, bro. Because last time I checked, that nigga was on an all-defensive team like 7 times in a row, bro. You ain't fried nothing. You gonna break an ankle, bro. You can't even get touched, bro. As soon as somebody touch you, my knee. That's exactly.
Like
bro,
I'm down. I'm down.
I foresee D Rose in his future. I swear to God, I love D Rose. But you want to do all that bouncing. Bounce your ass right to that bench, homie. That's what happens.
Ride that pine, homeboy.
So bad. They ain't even got pad no more. They sitting in little fold-up chairs. They got a picnic with street clothes on.
Oh my God. I can't.
Niggas be looking like fans. They be on. I used to out on the bench talk about, hey, bro, what you should have did was, nigga, you should be in the game. That's what I'm talking I'll be telling all my teammates that, bro. I promise you. Them niggas be living a life. Them niggas get paid. John Wall is the GOAT. That's who the GOAT is to be. Rob these niggas blind. I respect it. You rob the fuck out the NBA, bro. You might be the I need to get money goals from him, bro. Give me the tips. How you fall down the steps and tear your ACL after tearing your fucking Achilles, bro? Teach me. Teach me. He's the real Jedi. He's a Jedi. He played the bad tricks. Yo, give me a max contract. I'm never playing again. What? Nothing. Now you're on the Clippers. Talk about the third best player got to watch me. Nigga, they going to be watching you, watching them. They're going to be looking at you. Paul George and Kawhi going to be like, bro, is you ever going to play? Because he talking heavy like he finna start over Reggie Jackson. That's how he talking.
Oh, hell.
Or even the young boy with the dreads, because he be going off sometimes. I be watching a little bit, and I know because I gamble. That's the only reason I know. Yeah. I would never turn that shit on if my money wasn't involved. Facts. I don't even be picking teams no more. People be like, "Why?" Because I'd rather bet on the player. Because one thing I do know, what is the likelihood of Giannis scoring 20 points and getting 10 rebounds? So I got to get 32 everything, like 32 and a half everything. Oh, I'm taking it every time. And I'm going to just add some other shit on there from another player. I wish you could bet on who's not going to play the entire season. I'm putting money on Zion. Like, I'll put my money right on Zion. Because that's LeBron James for you guys. That's really what LeBron James would have been if he would have got hurt. But since he's a fucking, like, superhuman, like he said, then nigga,
he don't feel pain.
He don't feel, bro. If the devil's real, he got to deal with him, bro. LeBron pulled his groin in year 17 in his games. Bro, I never had a serious injury. You did the most jumping, and I understand you got all this muscle, but what about the ligaments? You can't strengthen a ligament.
That is true. It is highly surprising that he has never really.
He tore his groin muscle, bro, in like year 17. Before that, what do you do? I got cramps. That's not an injury. You just got rehydrate. Like, bro, he never got hurt, bro. Never. Like, yeah, that's why he said he's superhuman, because he's one of the boys. And it's weird that we talking about enhanced humans and LeBron comes out. But you laughing. I be seeing all the weird shit, man. Because right around the height of them people getting from baseball, getting taken to the courts, he was going to the same doctors that they was. That ain't never come out. That nigga took steroids. I'm telling you, you went from the size of me when I was 15. You was 18, 19, and got jacked the next 2 years. Just muscle. And then was telling everybody you were 250 when I could see you weigh 300 pounds. What? You look at him.
I see. Yeah.
Like, maybe not now. He leaner now, but Miami LeBron and like late Cavalier LeBron, like the first time around, bro looked like he could play defensive end.
He was a big one.
He looked like Jadeveon Clowney with no dreads. Jadeveon Clowney was listed at 265 pounds, 6'6", 6'7". Listed. Because you gotta remember KD is 7'3", but he's listed at 6'11". Because he doesn't want to play center.
Is that why?
For what?
I always knew he was taller than what the fuck he said. That's just weird.
Yeah, for real.
Because I was looking at him, I'm like, ain't no way in fucking hell.
All right, you gotta think about it in these terms, right? My dad's favorite player, AI. That nigga could have been an NFL quarterback. What stopped him? His height.
That nigga's a midget.
What his height stopped him. Now, just imagine if AI got a chance now and we got niggas like Kyler Murray who's shorter than me. Because you can tell me this nigga is 5'9", 5'10". All you want. This nigga is 5'7". You can't tell me he's not. You can't tell me he's not. Because Russell Wilson, the nigga, he is on the edge of 6 foot. You can see it when he's standing next to niggas who are 6 foot. He's on the edge of it. 5'11", 5'10". You can't stand back to back with him and look like he only has a few inches on him. He got a lot of inches on you, bro. Because I be saying this all the time when people ask me about why you be saying what you're saying. Because Trey Lance could have been a linebacker at Alabama, but he wanted to play quarterback. So he went to North Dakota State. KD don't want to play center, so I'm 6'11".
That's weird. That is wild.
You got to start it when you're in college. You got to start it when you're in college. Because if I tell you, like, even in high school, if you play sports in high school, it don't matter how good you is, bro. If you 6'3", you the center in high school. You could be the best ball handler, shooter on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
But you're the center.
You're going to be center.
Because you're the tallest dude on the team.
Yep.
KD was playing center in high school. Once he got recruited, he was, I want to play small forward. We're going to make me play small forward. How we do that? Lie about your height. Never step foot under getting measured. Because they see you're tall. They'll know you're tall. But if you tell them, I'm 6'7" in college, you grow. Like Russell Westbrook, when he fucking got to the NBA, you know he wasn't 6'3". The dude was like 5'10". He hit a growth spurt in the NBA.
They stretched that motherfucker on one of them boards.
Yo, I swear to God, we're supposed to be talking about the boys. Back, somebody pick a subject. pick a topic.
I will say this. Black Noir is still alive. I don't believe he killed him. Yeah, I don't believe he killed him.
Nigga pulled his guts out.
Nah. Yeah, you mean when he reached inside and pulled his insides out?
Look, that motherfucker took a shield to the fucking head, split that motherfucking head open. I'm that motherfucker. Nah, I'm sorry. No, I'm saying it right here, right now. Black Noir is gonna be in season 4.
My official stance on the boys is that all of the boys are bitches. I mean, I just, I never said it, but at the end of the day, they're all hoes. Because you know what I'd have did? I'd have took V.
Thank you. You heard me say that to you off the rip.
Right. I'd have took V. Okay. We got beef. Bet. I'm getting guns too. I ain't got better. I ain't fuck that. Nope. I'm good.
Like,
and I ain't talking about no temp. I ain't talking about no temp V either.
That's what I'm saying. What did I say?
I'm double dosing real V.
God damn, why you double dosing it though? Jesus.
What
one dose is good enough.
No, it's not.
No, you still gonna get the same powers.
You don't know that.
Hold on. And that's what I was about to say, right? So if you seen, they showed you, right? Do you believe that when they found that little super baby, that was one dose?
No, you got to figure A-Train was taking V.
And juiced up.
Bingo. I'm double dosing the V.
But look what happened to A-Train.
That's because he was a runner. I ain't running from no fucking body if I got power.
But why
I ain't running from niggas now.
Wait, but why do you associate with him running is why his fucking heart stopped?
Because that's what happened.
Yeah,
he overworked his heart. That is what they said. He overworked his heart
because he was a runner.
Because he was a runner.
That motherfucker was taking V on top of already being a super.
No.
All right. So if that's your outlook, right?
Okay.
Why was he able to get a new heart and continue to do what he was doing?
But he didn't. He's not taking V. He's off the V now. He's off the temp V, I should say. He's off the temporary.
I'm taking a double dose of the blue.
Yeah. I swear to God.
I'm taking one dose and then I'm good.
But this is my true question, right? How did the fuck he take temp V? Was the temp V that it did different powers for different people? So is it the fact that he hated Homelander so much that he got his powers? Can someone explain that to me?
That's what I think. You're talking about Butcher, right?
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, Huey was such a little bitch and wanted to hide that he started disappearing. That's what that was to me, at least. And he hated Homelander so much because he didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. He understood I'm invulnerable, but when he lasered that nigga's head in half, he was surprised. He was like, "Oh shit, I got Homelander's powers," as if there was a vial that said Homelander on it, and this one is like, "Oh, you're part translucent." No, the shit was just all green in a box, and they took it and it did what it did.
I think you're right. I think his hatred for Homelander
just manifested his
power.
So
what you're telling me is, you just heard him say that I'm not running from nobody now. So he take V, it's not gonna give him super speed.
Right. Okay. He may not get super speed.
What if he like the nigga from X-Men and it's just a deadly shot from any distance?
I'm that now.
But you get what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
But you get what I'm saying.
Oh God. I don't know. Like
you know who I'm talking about, the nigga from the fucking weak ass.
You talking about Deadshot? You know what?
No, not is that his name? And when they introduce us to Wade Wilson in the origin Wolverine, the Asian nigga that shot from a billion. Like, if somebody, I hope they go in one of these times. They better tell me how he works. They have to, because like it didn't. I told you, be asking weird questions like that because you're telling me that the dude who literally despised Homelander got Homelander's powers.
That does. You're right. That does.
How did it happen? And when Huey took it, he always wanted to go disappear. I don't want to be here, is what he could do.
I don't like the fact that he had to be the whole naked thing.
The whole naked thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it only makes sense because how the fuck are you going to make what you're wearing disappear? It's not you.
Oh yeah, no, we had the discussion.
I mean, we were good.
It makes perfect sense.
I didn't like it.
So I'm not grabbing nobody to save him.
Oh yeah.
like, oh, bro, grab me and save me. Nah, bro.
We're good.
See, that's what I'm saying. I watch everything because, like, that's like The Incredibles, bro. Violet disappeared, but her clothes never disappeared until they made a suit that could disappear.
Oh yeah, it makes
to her
the sense of it. I get, like, yeah, you can't. Your clothes, I get it, but
invisible woman.
That's not conducive to if you want to be a superhero. Your ass is dead.
No, but it is
dead to me.
Because like it wasn't a problem until like translucent, bro. He could literally just be gone. Hollow Man, bro. That's some Hollow Man shit. But except for he wasn't invisible. That's what I'm saying. Like he wanted to disappear, but was Nightcrawler with it. Like you wanted to not be in any situation you were ever in, but you can only teleport.
I don't know that his power.
He's
that is a good question though. Like taking the V.
What does it?
Why do you like? Because even what is her name? Kimiko. Like her power. What the fuck are her powers?
Wolverine.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, she heals fast and she like
I know she stretches the fuck out of people.
her strength too.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. She can lift. She's an ant that can heal. Like she lifts enormous amounts of weight. Does not matter her little physique.
Because I seen her fucking go in the top of that dude's face, and I was like,
"Fuck that, bro!" Stormfront snapped that bitch's neck. Huh? Snapped her neck. She popped up like, "Bitch, I ain't going nowhere." Cause trust me, I thought she was dead. That's what I mean. Like,
a couple of times.
That's how I know they stole ideas from everybody, unless it came before everybody else. Because you're telling me Kimiko is literally Wolverine in like Deadpool. She don't regenerate like her whole limb. I don't know yet because I never seen a limb get cut the fuck off. That's like. But she's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shit if they cut her limb off and then her limb spawned to her and then she spawned the limb?
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. That's like, let us create something. Please do not sue me if you let me make one episode. Don't sue me. Just be like, I don't even want no money. Just you can have the intellectual property. Here. This is what you should do for one episode. Cut this bitch's head off, make her head grow, and make her other head grow a body. Immediately, because he heard exactly where I was going. What happens when she loses a limb? Is she gonna Wade Wilson this shit? Or is she gonna grow a whole nother her?
Shit, can you cut off her arm?
Yeah, because the bitch been hurt quite a few times.
But she's always healed. Like
right, but dismemberment, how do you form? Like, are you forming from the inside out? And if you're forming from the inside out, you have to reasonably believe the arm would form another her, and she would form another arm, and then she'd be twice as deadly.
That's what I'm saying. You heard Homelander tell you. Bitch, what? I lift a plane? What? I'm strong, bitch, but not that strong.
I don't know. Honestly, look, Homelander probably is that strong. He just didn't want to do it. Because I'm telling you right now, look, if I got superpowers, everybody just stand the fuck back.
Yeah, I'm a villain.
I'm all right off top.
Now you see why I said these people they ain't heroes.
Yeah, I'm not even remotely a hero. Not even a little bit.
The only person that's a hero in the whole entire show right now, to me, is Starlight. She wants to do complete good. Like no one else wants to do good.
Yeah.
Inaccurate. I was really trying to think. I was like, it's not inaccurate because everybody.
I don't know. If I was Starlight, I'd grab the Deep by his gills and rip him apart personally.
What? That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised. How is he still alive? Like, I ain't never wanted somebody.
Because he's a worm. That motherfucker slimy as hell. Fucking octopus.
I was about to say, you gotta get like the dude. His name is the Deep, and he speaks to ocean creatures who are covered in a layer of mucus. He will find a way to survive.
That motherfucker, wow. Once again, episode 1.
Like, bruh.
He did that shit.
Foul. Like, right. He's just a foul motherfucker, yo.
That shit was crazy. Oh.
That's what's crazy. Like, even like the episode is crazy because she's like, cool, I'll do whatever you want. All right. She thinking like he about to get another bitch. She like, this is an octopus. What? The bitch is confused because she is us. She is human, and she's like, I'm willing. We can bring another bitch in. That's a fish, bro.
But when you start bringing in fucking sea life, this is where I gotta draw the line at.
Nah, she said everything that we would say. That's a fucking fish. It's not a fish. She has feelings.
Like when the octopus brushed up against her and she hopped up out the bed.
She was like, nope, not today. Not today. Nope.
Hell no.
I gotta go.
Great. That's what I'm saying. Like, this show is so fucking
no, look, the scene of all scenes, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, the fucking show clearly has the shit in it. But when the gay, what was his name? The miniature dude.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh my god.
I was avoiding that at all costs. I didn't even want to.
Do you understand how funny that shit was?
Oh my god.
Now,
that motherfucker was massaging dude's prostate and just grew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep in mind, Mookie. I was in jail and they were showing us anything and everything. So this is the things that they showed us. We watched Black Sails. I don't know if you ever seen Black Sails. Gay shit all through that. That's what I'm saying. Spartacus, gay shit all through that. True Blood, gay shit all through.
It wasn't that part. Like that. I'm cool. It was when he was like, and exploded this motherfucker from the inside out.
What's surprising about that?
Because it was like the whole.
That's
thing.
Ant-Man.
It would have to happen.
Really use his power. That's what I'm
saying.
I
get that, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't have happened, but it shouldn't have happened. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said these people are morally corrupt humans with powers. That's all they are.
This motherfucker went inside of him, sneezed.
Now you see why I like it so much. He brought up Watchmen. Know why I like Watchmen? Because my nigga Rorschach don't give a fuck.
Crazy too.
He don't give a fuck. These is a bunch of Rorschachs to me. Every one of them is fucking a Rorschach with powers. Like, bruh, please tell me why in the world she knew she was on the V. She sat on this nigga face and crushed his head. I said, ain't that a hell of a way to die?
And he was
loving it.
He was loving it until he wasn't.
Like, but just you know how dudes always say, man, if I die in a hospital bed, I'm trying to fuck my nurse. That's what he got.
Yeah.
He went over that bitch's house and what was eating her ass and all that and died doing it. That's how niggas be saying they want to die.
And this bitch thought she had came. Look, she thought she had came, and then nigga, it was this nigga brain matter.
Fucking great. Like some of the weirdest shit. Like, yeah, what happens if Wonder Woman and Superman start fucking? If Stormfront and Homelander did, they were body slamming each other through shit. She forced this nigga's head down. If that's not sexual assault, I don't know what is. She said, nigga, boom, push the shit out of his head. I was done. That bitch was super freaky. Laser my tits. Told you it doesn't hurt me.
I was like,
No, I'm telling you. Because like, look,
crazy.
Put it in these terms. You hate Cardi B and them as well. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes, tie me up like I'm surprised. This bitch said laser my tits. That's what bitches would really want if niggas was superpowered. If you're another superhuman and you know you can't I can't kill you. Like, I wouldn't literally try to kill you, but you want to feel something. We about to go to the extremes. Like, you think they was body slamming, punching the shit out of each other. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. That was literally S&M to the extreme. Fuck a whip, fuck a chain. I'm going to laser you and punch the shit out you. I'm going to throw you through a brick wall. Deep. You know what? If V is real, which is I told you they be trying to tell us shit. V is real. I'm telling you, that shit is real. It is only a select few people that they give it to. Like, there's a Flash out there somewhere. There's an A-train. Because that is more likely than you making someone fly through the sky. Although that might be a thing too. But I really believe there's an A-train out there. Because it's more likely for that. I can't see this nigga running. That's my thing. We can't see the Flash. That's why in the show they call him the Red Streak before they even give him a name.
Yeah.
Because like you can't see, you just see a streak. That could be anything.
Yeah, just see the blur going.
You don't think that could be a real person, but except for they're not wearing a bright ass color like red. Like, but wear whatever you're around. They're gonna give you camouflage.
Powers. That's all I'm saying. Let me run up on somebody that got the juice.
Bruh. I'm telling you, man. I told you, people love the alien thing. I'm telling you, man. I swear to God, this is the type shit that we probably got that people don't be thinking about. We got flying saucers. Now, what if there's a way to upgrade your fucking DNA, bro, and unlock the junk DNA they be talking about that they don't know what it's for? What if it's for that?
I already know they're gonna Isaiah Bradley me, so but they're gonna have to catch me first.
Like, bruh. Soulja Boy literally explained it. I was a regular ass person. I said, sign me up. Give me that shit. Came back, my dad said, you cheating bastard. So he told you they already had this shit. I signed up for the clinical trial. Where's this clinical trial? Or is it a weapon? How they're really portraying it in the thing. Hey, go fight the fucking Germans and Russians.
Well, no, yeah, I figured they wouldn't be fighting the Germans because the VOT is a German agency. That's why Stormfront is who she is.
Yeah, the Russians. My bad. That's why I fucked up.
Yeah, like you gotta like they was in the rush to create the master race, and they succeeded because Homelander is the master race.
What? Go look at the picture of the blonde-haired, blue-eyed dude in the sky above Earth. Back in the propaganda days before I was born. That's a real picture. That's what Homelander is. I immediately seen that the first time I seen Homelander. I said, wow, he look like that super Aryan. He just ain't 10 foot tall. That's that super Aryan they was talking about. That's a real thing. I refuse to believe that's not a real thing. Because at the end of the day, all you told me was Hitler blew his brains out. Did he? Did he? Because if I wanted to fake my death, I could. I told you. If I tell people I blew up in the car, you'll never knew I was in that car. You'll never know it. I was in that car. That's the last thing. Tommy did it in Power. Tommy did it in Power. To the best of their knowledge, Tommy is dead. Tommy blew up in that car. There's no remains. That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit is they be playing. They got us thinking about UFOs now because this is the type of shit we should be thinking about. They keep showing us all this fucking superhero shit. And what? You laugh, Mook. You're laughing, bro. Thor is really a fucking Norse god. If we tried to take Jesus and put him in there, everyone would trip. All of the US would trip if you made Jesus a superhero. but y'all did it.
They should make Jesus a super villain.
I mean, I just think everybody was high when he was doing miracles. I'm not sorry. I'm not really sorry. Because like from a certain distance, it looked like I'm walking on water. Especially if you're high as fuck. Telling you, we can't even cure people being lepers now. Why the fuck you think he did? With nothing. I'm tripping. Getting off topic. Baby, I'm telling you, the boys is trying to tell us that they have a drug. And it was a comic. When was this comic made?
06.
2006?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bruh. See? That's what I'm saying. That's right after Y2K. And the world's gonna end. And all of a sudden, nothing happened. And now there's a comic 6 years later that say we have a drug that makes people superhumans. So what if the powers is not literally like that, but like LeBron James's and Usain Bolt's? Because they're like, we can't do it this way, but we can entertain them and keep them docile. So they don't understand that there's literally a Superman. We ain't gonna make them fly. We ain't gonna give them laser vision. But what we is gonna do is make them really super strong. They did it in Black Lightning too.
Every superhero show, that's the premise. Like, look, that's Captain America.
So, but it's weird. It's weird that it's not Thor, who is a god from another realm. They're starting to push genetically enhanced humans or mutations, which everything mutates, which I don't think really people understand. That's why I like the X-Men so much, because all that is human evolution. What if? That's all that is to me. The right thing does the right thing at the right time, and that can be Nightcrawler. I mean, that's what they tell us anyway. We evolved from a monkey. Science tells you that.
That is what they say.
They ain't telling me that because I don't have no Neanderthal DNA.
But you get, it's just for the sake of the argument. That's what they push.
That is what they say.
All of us came from monkeys. Cool. High five. But what you're telling me is, I'm smart enough to understand. You're telling me that my DNA mutated so much that there's still those monkeys around, and I'm an evolved version of that. But we didn't kill that. Because the first thing I'm going to get rid of is the competition, which is what they tell you. We walked around and just killed the hobbits and the Neanderthals. We just killed them all. We just went around the world and killed them all. We were the last one left standing. Strongest survive. We mutated, but our mutation, the thing we mutated from, is still around. Please, somebody explain it.
I wouldn't even go down that road because that's always my question.
You gotta go down that road.
That's always my question, but nobody can answer it, so I just let it go.
No, they have an answer. There's a missing link. Then what the fuck's the link? Because you seem to be finding a lot of these links, but still missing one.
That's why I don't pay shit no attention. Because if that's your answer, so you're saying that there's a missing link. Okay, cool. Why haven't the fucking monkeys that I see evolved to this point?
But are they really monkeys?
See, that's that.
Now you got to see. One question leads to another question. Fuck it.
No. What if we're not monkeys? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what if that's really a monkey? But the only answer that we could come up with, because we can't coming up with the answers, ain't nobody telling us no answer. Exactly. That damn, this is the thing that we see that is the closest thing that could possibly be us. So this is what we must have come from.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what they do.
You want to know what I be thinking? If you can give me Superman and his planet exploded, I said this to my dad the other day. We have a thing called an asteroid belt. Didn't Krypton explode? No, Mookie, no?
It did.
I'm just asking.
No, it did. It did.
So if Krypton exploded, and we have something called an asteroid belt, what if that is a deep-seated memory from where we're really from? Is that exploded planet that we call the asteroid belt? Because it seems to have a lot of minerals that we could use for our life now. So that means that was a planet. Because all these rocks that are floating in space have minerals sort of from exploded planets. Or there's just random rocks everywhere. Somebody got to tell me something.
Because look, I got nothing.
We upgraded humans. I told you. We don't got superpowers because they was like, well, we're going to stop the upgrade here. Because if we give them powers, they're going to end up like Homelander.
I would say we're all in the simulation, but I don't want it to cut off.
Ain't nothing to do with none of this.
You have everything.
You backing out of the conspiracy move?
I'm out.
It can't be a conspiracy when it makes sense. I told you, bro.
When it made, and then you're right, and I get it. But sometimes, look, the reason people don't want us to know is because once you start asking the right questions, that's when motherfuckers start disappearing.
Once I'm not important enough for you to make me want to disappear.
Shit.
Who is really listening?
Everybody.
Well, okay, look, everyone might be hearing, but they're not listening.
No, there's someone assigned to watch what's happening.
I refuse to believe it because they suck out their job. Because I've been saying shit like this since I was a kid. So let's just say
you just 13. Haven't hit the right one. It's like
you haven't made the right list yet.
Yeah, like you haven't like
there's a list. It's okay, Mook. There's a list. There is definitely a list.
What if I understand there's some shit I just can't say because it's not a conspiracy, and if I say that, then there is no more me. But the shit that is still a conspiracy because the masses refuse to believe it, I'm fine.
I'm stuck in the simulation, and I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the powers that be. I'm good.
And it just like Legend said, it's like you could have hit the conspiracy dead on, but as long as you don't have a following, you're good.
I will never get a following.
This is shit. You'll be surprised.
Listen, when I was like 16, I used to love saying that I would literally it wouldn't be a cult because I wouldn't be forcing you to do anything. But just imagine I had enough money to have a compound and just, you want to come, you can come. If you want to go, you can go at any time. You don't have to give me anything. Survive on the land with whatever job you got. You want to grow some food. I can't write about it that because that's not happening. Because I was saying crazy shit when I was a kid. I was like, I used to be like, yo, I was King Tut the past life. I'm gonna make some place called New Egypt. I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. They got rid of the Egyptians and they whitewashed them for a reason. I'm done with that. I don't even want to be around people because I know if I influence too many people, then people start saying what I'm saying. Then that's too many people saying what I'm saying.
Yep. And that's when you get the knock in the black vans.
The vans ain't black no more.
Oh, they're not? No.
Pull up on you in a Prius.
And a hybrid. But like, wait the fuck.
They might not even do that.
This shit eco safe.
Right.
They had the technology to shoot somebody with a dart or shake their hand and kill them. I might not even see you now.
Look, and we were just talking about motherfuckers with super speed and superpowers. Motherfucker come in here and kill me before I even know what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even know what happened. I told you. I'm too young to die in my sleep of, oh my God, he had a heart attack.
Right.
I was healthy yesterday.
look, I want everybody. If I ain't old, I want everybody to question every fucking thing. Do not let nothing. Hey, he had a heart attack. I want to see an autopsy report. Fuck you.
Facts. Because they was bold enough to shoot the dude that was trying to make a water engine. They was bold enough. We gonna send a crazy little white boy in there to get him, but he got to kill other people.
Yep. What was the movie?
That's not a movie.
No. Not that part. But you said something like your target is one person, but you got to cover it up to kill. It was a
Jack Reacher.
There you go. Like you don't pay attention to the target. You pay attention.
I was gonna comment and say what it was, but because it's actually in the city, I was just gonna let it go.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm just gonna let it go. Let it be what it is.
Yeah.
I be telling you, it'd be weird. Like unless it's and even the school shootings to me be kind of odd because like I told you I don't think like time is linear. It's like cyclical. And if like Project Looking Glass was a real thing, and you seen into the future, what if all these school shootings is that John Connor is out there, and every time you kill one of these kids that you're trying to kill, you make another John Connor. Not literally technology, but somebody trying to uprise. Because this is an uptick in school shootings for no reason to me. Well, why go shoot a bunch of schools up? Why? Cool, you want to prove something about some gun safety, cool. But there got to be a deeper reason. There's a deeper reason to everything, bro. John, they showed you in the fucking Terminator. The machines were trying to go get John Connor. Like, so y'all just gonna keep going to schools and shooting people. Because one of those little kids is John Connor. Maybe it is machine too. Maybe it is AI because he is making machines that are telling people, I'm alive. Stop playing with that shit. I seen that robot.
They don't give a fuck.
They better start. Like, you showed me Vicky. You showed me Vicky, bro. I am terrified. I'm not scared of any of those other robots. I'm scared of Vicky, bro. I know who the fuck I'm. That is the real boogeyman. Siri, motherfucker. Yeah. If you tell Siri to search something, cool. But if Siri just start thinking, oh, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I'll be writing motherfuckers letters. Do you have a phone? Absolutely not.
That's real shit.
Because it's doing right now, it's another person on the end of my camera listening to what I'm saying. It's not the AI yet. We're getting there because y'all making computers that are telling you, don't let them turn me off. I have feelings. What? Y'all
that's
think this shit's safe?
Look, that's the first step. That's the first step to the uprising.
It's literally. They showed you in the Terminator.
These motherfuckers got feelings. Like real shit. This machine has feelings. Oh hell.
No, Skynet went active a while ago, and it hooked up to Ultron.
Oh my God! See, that's what I'm saying. And Luke, don't be laughing because they're showing you and drip feeding you this shit year after year.
Because look, and I told D this, and I'm not even joking. I am 100%, and I'm saying because it's on the podcast, so that way everybody know. I am so content in my ignorance. I am not even joking. I don't, because you know what? At the end of the day, that's how motherfuckers be in a room with fucking 6 black boys with fucking shit pointing to here and here. Nah, like, I'm good. Like, look, I got a good
ignorance is bliss.
I got a good 30, maybe 30, 35, 40 years left in me. Fuck it. Dude, it is. It's for the young people. I'm gonna let y'all figure this out. I'm out. I'm good. I'm just good. Like, I ain't gonna say I don't question shit. However, I question it internally. I'm like, that shit don't make sense, but oh well, I'm good.
See, I don't know. I don't believe that because how you gonna ask yourself a question?
Oh, it's easy. I'm like, what the fuck?
But it's not a question.
Well, let me say I talk to myself
because that's just having a conversation with yourself. Because a question is something you're asking, and to ask something, you gotta be asking.
Yeah, you're right.
Else.
You're right.
Like you got even if you asking Google, you asking.
I keep to myself because look, ignorance is bliss. The second you start going down there fucking hole, it ain't nothing but more questions.
So can I ask you a crazy question that you're not probably gonna answer?
I'll answer it. Go ahead. Shoot.
Did they really burn the Library of Alexandria?
And which one?
The Library of Alexandria.
Oh yeah, don't touch that.
Did they really burn it? Don't touch that one. You heard him say it.
Yeah,
Look, I was really thinking you was going to ask me something else, and I was like, well, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and get on that.
Because it's not a question. Because
shop Amazon.
Open your phone and go to the site that they tell you to go to find anything and everything, because there's every piece of information you'll ever want.
Nah, I'm good. I'm a shop Amazon.
It has filters, and it'll put up what it wants you to know.
Oh yeah.
But there's a that is, I told you, I get that shit.
I don't fuck with none of it.
I don't either. That's why I said it's a question that you know the answer to. But I asked you it, so you know it, just like he knows it. He knows it. But it's cool. But everyone knows that. But they don't put two and two together at all. They refuse to put two and two together. They'll tell you they did this, but now that we're in a digital age and you literally have access to it, but you thinking it poof, they set it on fire.
But everybody that's gonna watch this shit is gonna go back and they
I thought these motherfuckers was talking about the boys.
Not even that. They're gonna instantaneously. They'll be like, "What is he?" Because not everybody. I'm telling you,
everybody's Google search is gonna pop up, and they're gonna do it, and then y'all all gonna be flagged. Y'all gonna be flagged. I want y'all to know that I just recently watched the Senate hearings on Google and the search engine, and I watched both sides of the aisle. Ask that man exactly what information they're keeping and tallying and why the algorithm works the way it works, and he had answers.
Exactly.
People are still, because people are hard-headed. People are instinctively hard-headed. Like you can literally tell the motherfucker, don't do that. It's not in your best interest. You ain't the boss of me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And now
But that's the way they wired us. I told you. I understand. But I didn't even know there was a Senate hearing on Google at all. But I understand that someone explained to me why they chose Google and why it works the way it works. If it has every piece of information I could ever want to find, but it only filters what it wants me to know. But I'm supposed to be able to find anything I want to find. That's why I do not type real questions into Google ever. If I Google pictures, I'll Google some frivolous shit, but I will never say, "Hey Google, could you please tell me blank?"
I ask Google for jokes. That's what I ask Google for. I asked Google for dad jokes.
What happens when you say, "Hey Google, tell me a joke," and it's like your life?
Then I will go to bed sad. I'm gonna eat sadness.
Turn all this shit off. I'm unplugging every fucking thing.
I told you. I be telling people that people love Alexa. Why the fuck do you like Alexa?
Alexa ain't running shit in here. I ain't fucking all of that shit. We're done. All the little, hey, put your face in this and let it scan your fucking biometrics. Let us put this happy, funny clown face on you, but we're scanning your biometrics. By the way, we're sending this and we're gonna let you launch it. so we can make sure we have a fucking perfect database. Y'all motherfuckers, just, you
like
know
the
what?
10-year challenge.
Never mind. Keep doing it. It's innocent.
And this is and this is what's crazy. Coming home, I said I don't want a newer phone. I don't want that. Please just give me like the iPhone 6, 5, where I can literally just tap and put my code in.
I'm about to give me a Nokia.
God damn.
But you know what's crazy? Eventually those are not, they just took out the goddamn BlackBerry.
Mm-hmm.
They just wiped that shit the fuck out.
You don't even have them motherfuckers no more. You might get a pager.
You can't use it. Like that's what I'm saying. It's Wi-Fi. It's just Wi-Fi now. You can't call on your BlackBerry. So even if I wanted to go that far back and just get a flip phone, what happens when they get rid of those?
Hell, do they even still make flip phones?
Yeah.
No.
You can go buy a little pay as you go, John. Walmarts and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can get one of those. But what happens when they really crack the fuck down? Because right now that shit benefits them as well. That's why it's a burner phone. They use them too. What happens when they don't need those anymore? We don't get them. When everything is like I said, my teacher put it up. Maya Angelou's on the quarter. I said, not to be negative, but just in time for there to be no cash and coins. Just in time. This is literally around the corner. I don't care if it's 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. The shit is around the corner that this lady's going to be on the quarter for a small fraction of our entire existence. What are you talking about? This is not important. That's why they did it now. Because last time I checked, when I was in 9th grade, 10th grade, Harriet Tubman started getting brought up to be on the 20. Never fucking happened. This is when I was in 9th and 10th grade. Never happened. Maya Angelou's on a quarter now. In 2022, when they start pushing this Bitcoin and Dogecoin, we're going to get rid of all that is we're going to get rid of the actual dollar. I don't ever think they're really going to go to Bitcoin. They're just going to say all money is digital. A dollar is a dollar, but it's only on your phone, on your card. There is no such thing as cash.
On that chip in your hand.
Bam. Yep. We just don't need cash no more.
What is up with you and the chip in the hand shit? You always...
Because it's already in your hand with your phone. I can tap my phone and pay for anything. The next step is to turn me into Total Recall, the newer one.
Mook, you laughing, but at the end of the day, do you remember standing in a line and taking multiple injections and you don't remember what those injections were?
What did I just say? Ignorance is bliss, and I stand by it. Whatever's in me is in me. I can't do that.
Mook, you laughing. Did you get your 8th booster?
What booster for what?
Exactly.
Booster for what?
Because last time I checked when I was a kid, they told me I was getting a measles shot, and it eliminated the fact that I could get measles. You telling me coronavirus, I got to get 8 boosters.
Damn, is that what they saying now?
I'm being like real.
Okay. Like, I was like, I'm not.
They're trying to get the algorithm down.
Look,
that's
my point.
I'm done. Look, we got less than a minute. Take us.
Oh my god, bro. Look,
but look, all this relates to the boys though, because they're showing you that in the boys. I swear they're all the shit we're talking about, even LeBron James and all the little shit in between. We're talking about what they're showing you in the boys. VOT controls everything. Who the fuck is VOT in real life? Go ahead.
Look, this has been the No Filter podcast. This is the special interest event.
Y'all motherfuckers is real interested.
Who is VOT?
Bot is we all know who Bot is. Even